In this video, we are installing Arch Linux step by step and simple enough for complete beginners. Arch Linux is a lightweight, highly customizable Linux distro that gives you full control over your system. It has a reputation for being hard to install, but we are using archinstall, an official guided installer that makes the whole process straightforward with simple menus. No complicated commands needed. Before we get started, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, it really helps the channel grow. Alright, let's get into it. Before we begin, here's what you'll need. We'll need Arch Linux ISO. We'll download this in a moment. Rufus, a free tool to create a bootable USB, or USB drive at least 4 GB capacity, a PC or laptop to install Arch Linux on, and secure boot disabled in your BIOS. I'll show you how to do that too. And before we proceed, make sure you back up all your important files since we are going to erase the disk completely and install Arch Linux in it. Let's disable secure boot. This is required for Arch Linux to boot properly. Restart your PC, and as it boots up, press F2, ESC or delete depending upon your motherboard to enter into BIOS or UEFI settings. Go to the security or boot tab, find secure boot and set it to disabled. Save and exit, usually by pressing F10. Let's download the ISO. Go to archlinux.org. Click on download. Scroll down to find the mirror list. These are download servers from different countries. Choose the one nearest to your location for the fastest download speed. Click on it and the ISO file will start downloading. Now let's put the ISO onto a USB drive using Rufus. It's a very lightweight free tool. Just search Rufus download and grab it from the official site rufus.ie. Download the latest version. Now here I have both downloaded files. Open Rufus. Now plug in your USB drive. From device section, select the installer USB. Click select and choose the Arch Linux ISO you just downloaded. And leave everything as it is. Click start, and if it asks about write mode, choose DD image mode. Confirm any prompts and wait for it to finish. It might take up to 5 minutes. And once done, your bootable USB is ready. Now plug in the USB into the PC where you want to install Arch Linux. And if it's the same PC, just restart the PC and enter the boot menu, usually by pressing F8, F11, F12 or ESC during startup depending upon your system. And from there select USB drive from the list. The system will load and you'll see the Arch Linux boot menu. Select Arch Linux install medium and press enter. Wait a moment, it will boot into the terminal screen. This is completely normal. The installer needs an internet connection to download packages. If you are on Ethernet, just plug in the cable and you are already connected. And if you are on Wi-Fi, I have a separate video clip that walks you through connecting to Wi-Fi from the terminal. Watch this clip very carefully. Let's connect to a Wi-Fi network. For this, we need to run these commands. First, run the command iwctl to enter into Wi-Fi configuration tool, and then device list. This shows your Wi-Fi device name, usually WLAN 0, and then station WLAN 0 scan. This scans for available networks, and then station WLAN 0 get networks. This lists all the Wi-Fi networks found. Station WLAN 0 connect, and then your Wi-Fi name inside the inverted comma. This connect to your Wi-Fi. You need to enter the password when prompted, and then press exit to exit from iwctl. And now to verify your connection, type the given command ping-c3 and then google.com. If you see responses coming in, you are connected and good to go. And now type this command archinstall and then press enter. This launches the guided installer or simple menu that walks you through everything, no complicated commands needed. The first options you'll see are language and local settings. Language, English. Local, leave it as default. Keyboard layout, encoding, everything I set it default. Then go back to the main menu. Select mirrors, choose your region, for example Nepal, so packages download from the fastest server near to you. Then go to optional repositories and enable multi-leave Multi-leaf just means your system can also run 32-bit applications. Some older software and games need this. Select disk configuration. Inside partitioning, choose use a best effort default partitioning layout. Now carefully select the drive where you want to install Arch Linux. Mine is the 30 GB drive. Then choose BTRFS as the file system. Enable BTRFS sub-volumes with a default structure. BTRFS is a modern file system. Think of it like a smarter storage system for your files. Use compression. You can skip LVM and disk encryption. Snapshot type snapper. Select swap and choose swap on GRAM. Set compression to GSTD. Swap is an extra memory for your system which uses when your RAM gets full. GRAM keeps that swap inside your RAM itself but compressed, so it's much faster than using your disk. Select bootloader and choose grub. The bootloader is the first thing that runs when your PC starts. It's what lets you select which operating system to boot into. Select kernel and keep it on the default Linux kernel. That's the best choice for most user. Select host name and type a name for your computer. This is just what your machine will be called on the network. You can set anything. I'm keeping default Arch Linux. Select root password and set a strong password. Root is the administrator account in Linux. It has full control over the system. Keep this password safe. Then go to user account and create your personal account. Enter username, set password and confirm it. Enable sudo privileges. This lets your user account run admin commands when needed. Select profile, then desktop. You'll see a list of options. For this tutorial, I'm going to choose KDE Plasma. Our desktop environment is the visual part of your system, the taskbar, windows, settings, everything you see and click on. KDE Plasma looks very clean, modern, and if you are coming from Windows, it will feel very familiar. Select your GPU driver. For most users, choose open source drivers, and if you have an NVIDIA GPU, choose the NVIDIA proprietary drivers for the better performance. Select the greeter and choose SDDM. The greeter is simply your login screen, the screen where you type your password when your PC starts up. Under audio, select Pipewire. This is the modern audio system and works great out of the box. Enable Bluetooth as well if your device supports it. Select network configuration and choose network manager. This handles all your Wi-Fi and Ethernet connections automatically once you are inside the desktop. Here you can add extra software before installation. For example, I'm going to select Firefox. You can always install more later, so don't worry too much about this step. Select time zone and set your region, for example Asia, Kathmandu. Enable automatic time sync. This keeps your system clock accurate. Now select install, review the summary one more time and confirm. The installer will now download and set up everything automatically. The base system, your desktop and all the packages you selected. This usually takes under 10 minutes depending upon your internet speed. Just sit back and let it run. Once the installation is done, the installer will tell you it's complete. Select reboot and now remove the USB drive when the system shuts down. Now your PC will restart and boot straight into SDDM login screen. Enter your password. And welcome to your brand new KDE Plasma desktop. It looks clean, modern and honestly very close to what Windows users are already used to. And that's it. Arch Linux is installed and ready to go. If you ran into any issues or have any questions, drop them in the comments. I read every comment and I'll do my best to help. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up. It really makes a difference. And if you are new here, subscribe to NCX Tech for more Linux tips and tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.